Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariela, and if you're new here, welcome. So today I have an amazing video for you guys, and that is showing you my favorite things to do on a daily basis. Now, I do need to give you guys a little bit of a background, a little backstory to the situation. So if you guys know, I am a former teacher. I was teaching for 5+ years, not including the times that I was subbing and like working at preschools. Point is, teaching itself, like education, has been something that's been part of my life for a while now. And this is the first summer that I don't have anything planned to do in the fall, meaning I'm still looking for jobs. It's kind of been a little bit stressful. And it's been a lot of change happening because I'm used to being realistic. I'm used to concrete plans. I'm used to just doing things, the most convenient things to do, the most resourceful things to do. Like, that's where I come from. I always have a plan A, B, and C. And so this is the first time that I just have plan A and that's it. So that's a lot of change, that's a lot of things. And if we go even back further into my growing up and like my life, for a good part of my life, I've suffered with anxiety and depression. I fall back to my anxiety and my depression when there's change. And every time that I look into a pattern, it's when there's that change. It could be a change of friendship, change of place, change of career, change of a plan on the day, or anything. Like, they usually cause me to spiral in a way that I either get super anxious about it or I get depressed about it. So with that pattern that I've had, I was extremely scared that I was going to fall into that this summer because of the situation that I just previously mentioned about these changes happening right now. So I did fall into it, but I caught myself, and then I decided to change some patterns through my day, some habits. I started doing different things because, again, I've never been an optimistic person. Through something that I've realized, kind of like the common denominator on all of this, is that I always have this realistic view of life, meaning that I'm like thinking realistically, and honestly it's pretty much very pessimist. So I decided to change that. I decided to start being borderline delusional, positive, optimistic way. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what this video is about. Just showing you things that maybe sound silly, maybe sound delusional, maybe it's things that, I don't know, you've heard of, but it's pretty common practices, and I feel that they're just like have been helping me see a more positive outtake of life, which I've never really done. So honestly, I even see things brighter and nicer, and I have like better approaches with people. I have social anxiety too, and I feel like this way that I've been thinking has helped me just meet more people, say hi to people, just converse with people. Don't always start it, but I do continue. So anyway, let's just jump into the video, guys. I'm going to tell you 5 things that I've been doing that are my favorite things to do that have helped me see a more positive view in life and be more optimistic and have hope and be grateful about everything that I have. So the first one that I've been loving to do is reading. So I actually didn't grow up reading as much. I was more of a math girl. I love math, but I didn't like reading. Still up to my adulthood, I realized that I'm like, hey, reading is pretty cool. So I started reading a lot, and usually I'll read on my Kindle because I have, Kindle Limited, so I want to use it. I love reading a good book. I love fiction, romance specifically. But lately I've been trying to get into fantasy, and I've been getting more into like self-help and spiritual books, spirituality, and all these things. So that's something I've been loving to do. Now, today I'm going to show you some of the books that I've been reading, just real quick. And I am a little bit delusional. I'm reading 3 books right now. And I'll tell you, no worries, no worries. So the first one, and I'll tell you when I read them. So this first one, I read it in the morning or the afternoon, like nighttime. That's like the time I like to read it, or when I'm just being feel a little peaceful. And that is Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. An astrology girly pop recommended this, and everyone in her comments were like, yeah, girl, you need it. So I was like, of course I'm gonna read it. So pretty much it's just talking about like frequencies, meditation, all that stuff, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, it's a really good book. I feel like it puts like the science into everything. And yeah, it also, just a little note, if you have not read this book and you want to, or you've read it but you haven't done the meditations, they're all on Spotify, or at least the first one I found. The other book that I've been reading is my gym book slash just my audiobook. It's an audiobook that I listen to at the gym. I listen to when I'm on the by the pool face down and I don't want to have a book. I'm listening to it, or when I'm getting ready, and that is Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. Such a good book. So far, I feel like at first I was like, oh, it's gonna be like those little rom-coms, like, oh, whatever. No, there's so much into it. Like, it's a really good book. And some parts are a little silly, but like the other parts are just like so deep that I'm like, oh wow. Book. And then I have this book, which is Fourth Wing. Now this one I read it at the pool when I'm facing up the sun, towards the sun. And yeah, this is also our book club book for the month, which I need to message people when they want to meet. But anyway, I'm not even halfway done. Such a good book so far. Like, it's silly, but it's like good. I don't know. It's different for me. It's different. I'm trying to be a little fancy girly pop. So yeah, those are some of the books that I've been reading. And I've just been loving to get that information because I've been on my phone a little too much. So anyway, the second thing that I've been loving to do, and that is just treating myself. And I don't mean in a sense of like go all out into treating yourself. No, the simple things. These simple things. Gonna get an ice cream cone, gonna get some frozen yogurt, playing with my pets, love doing that, spending time with them, like quality time, doing some sort of extended skincare for my daily skincare, trying different face masks, trying different stretching videos, literally anything that treats my body, either mentally, physically, or emotionally, I'm in. And that's what I've been loving to do lately. And I feel like that just, if you start looking at the simple things as a treat for yourself, that has helped me so much with like, honestly distracting my anxiety. It gives me a better quality of life than what my depression likes to say, because we know how depression works. And it could make you go into dark places. And I feel like the simplest things have just brought me so much joy. And I'm just so grateful. Like, I see a little baby plant, because I just like looked at my plant. Like, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. It's this one, she was dying, and now she has 5 leaves, and this is like the newest one. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so thankful that you're coming out and that you didn't give up on life, and I shouldn't either. So just the simple things, guys. Third thing, which kind of goes with the second thing, and that's walks. Like, literally just walking. Going out for walks is my favorite thing. And I have 2 different walks that I like to do. If you're like me, I like to categorize things, because like sometimes I can't let go too hard, which I should. The first walk I like to do is a nature walk. It's beautiful. I love music, which I'll tell you about that in a little bit. So I do like to have earpods on. So sometimes I'll have an earpod on, I'll have music, or sometimes I just don't have music. So I'm just appreciating nature. And actually on my TikTok, I did this thing where I was just doing like the beautiful things I see during my walks. And it could be like flower. It's a flower. And how it came up to be, it was like crazy. Like, anyway, I can go in depth about the flowers. But the flowers, the sun, the clouds, the people, the pets, the animals, in the wild, the little critters, so cute. And then the other walk that I like to do is a vision walk. And I don't know if this is a thing or not that I came up with, or if it's a thing that already exists. I'm sure it exists and has a different name. I don't know, but I love vision walks. So what does that mean? I can walk around my apartment and envision everything I want in it. Anything that can make it better. Whatever it is. I'm just literally envisioning it. If I love going to like TJ Maxx and Home Goods or the mall or wherever, like a store, and just like walk, have a vision walk, and just envision everything that would go in my life and how it could provide it. I also go into vision walks with houses. So if I'm like driving around or walking around the houses, I'm looking at every single house that I want to, like little pieces of it that I want to put it together into my home, right? But yeah, you can do a vision walk for anything that you want to envision in your life. So yeah, maybe pass by the building where you want to work, or see people or cars, anything you want. That's what the vision walk is for. It's kind of like, it's a vision board, but like literally right there. So yeah, I don't know. The fourth thing, that's a simple thing that I love to do, and that is listening to music. Just listening to happy music, happy beat music, whatever that is to you, and frequencies. I love listening to music and like little frequencies that could align with what I'm trying to feel. And so a lot of the times I want like cleansing or positive feel or anything like that, so I will look into Spotify and be like positive frequencies or positive playlist, and it'll give you things, and then from there you can just like arrange your own. But yeah, it's just like, so I can vibrate a little better, you know, just like feel it. If I'm feeling a little more into the pop, I'm dancing. If I love house music, and so I'm just like constantly like and with the frequencies as well, if I'm like manifesting, or if I'm just like writing on my journaling or whatever I'm doing. If I'm eating and I want my food to digest better, I just listen to things that are vibrating, unless it's a show. But I love listening to music and different frequencies that align with how I want to feel. And I don't want to feel sad, and I want to feel in that hole of anxiety, so I listen to things that could heal me and make me feel better, which aligns to the last point. And the last point, the last thing that I love to do, the fifth thing I like to do, is manifesting, meditating, and journaling. I was at first going to separate all of these, but they're all so intertwined. Honestly, everything that I just said in this video is intertwined. So I love meditating. It could be as simple as me just like taking a moment, seeing what's around me, closing my eyes, and breathing. I will use this comparison because it honestly, that's how it clicked in my brain. Think about that scene where in Twilight, where Bella was transforming and you could see her insides and how everything's like coming, and like you could see the little vampire venom or whatever just go through her cells. That's how I think of breathing, right? Because that's kind of like what's happening. So I'm just like breathing in, making sure everything's coming in the body, and then breathe out anything that I don't need. Whatever it is, if you want to do like a little meditation for manifesting money, or manifesting health, or just for breathing, or for anxiety, for calmness, for healing, for anything that you want, there is going to be a meditation on YouTube. And I'm going to leave some in the description below of like things that I have used, my morning meditation, nighttime meditation, Calm app, all of that stuff. Manifesting. If I'm meditating, I'm going to a different place, whatever it is that I'm wanting to, and then I can manifest. I can see things that I want. Can see the alignments that I need. I can see different paths that I want to take, and I know that that's under my control. And sometimes I can let go if I want to, and just let the universe, or whatever you believe in, take it. But yeah, so that's that. And then, which goes with all of this, is my journaling. And I love journaling after meditating and manifesting and just like being in nature. Like after doing a lot of these activities, I love to I love to journal. I love to journal so much that I actually have like 1 million, and that's an exaggeration, but I have like 10 journals, including spirals. I love journaling so much that I have so many journals. Now, in my defense, I was an educator for a while, and I loved just journals, and a lot of my kids gave me journals. And I love TJ Maxx and Home Goods and Marshalls, and they have like the most amazing little journal section where they were so cheap. So don't come at me. But anyway, Just like in the books, I want to show you some examples of things that I do. So first one, I have a journal. I'm also trying to finish all of my journals. I'm trying to use them up. I don't want to be I don't want to consume too much, but anyway. So I'm writing on all of them. This journal, handwriting journal, this is also kind of like whatever I just want to dump into writing. I do it here, but I'm also like practicing my handwriting, specifically my cursive. My handwriting sucks. Period. Like, everyone makes fun of my handwriting. It's kind of one of my insecurities, but I'm practicing it here, specifically my cursive. So let's see how that goes. I have this one. Now, if you're into like rituals and spirituality and like witchy things, this is where I write all of my stuff, including how I'm feeling after, before, whatever. So this is also kind of like a little dump of more of the spirituality part. Then I have this one, which also goes with the spirituality one, but this one's more of manifesting. After my meditations, that's for this one as well. These two have that in common. Honestly, I can gravitate to either or, whichever one's available. And then the last one I have is one that one of my students gave me, but I just never used, and that is a nightly note. I just started using it 2 days ago. Pretty much what it is, I'll show you a blank page. Let me see. What this is, it's you write the date, you write the day of the week. One good thing that happened today. So it forces me to look at the positive. Then one challenge. What was challenging? Acknowledge that there is something hard in your life. What you're thankful for. Again, being grateful, the most amazing thing you could do. Thoughts, dreams, and then do this tomorrow. And that is one of my favorite parts, because I get to, if I forget anything, and usually I panic at nighttime, I write it down. I'm like, that's a tomorrow problem. Yeah, guys, like, those are some things that I love to do and I wanted to share with you guys, and those are the things that make me feel better, and it make me distract me from trying to go back into the things that I used to do. And also this has helped me a lot more with connecting within myself. And yes, I will have those moments where I'm just constantly like, but why is this happening, and da-da-da, you know, the mentality I had before. Yeah, I try to do these as much as possible. They help me see a more positive outlook in life, and I hope they help you guys. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you look at the description below for all these little recommendations that I'm about to give y'all. I'm so excited for them. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. And question for this video is, what are your favorite things to do to maybe distract yourself, or that have helped you have a more positive view of life? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.